blow the dust off this channel, man. It's been like 7 months. But what's good with y'all, everybody? You know what I'm saying? It's been like 7 months. I already know. But like, we back. Because it's a lot going on in the sports world and in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Today I feel like, we got to talk about the biggest story right now in boxing. The Spence versus Crawford fight, man. And we've been waiting on this fight, bro. If you're a boxing fan, you've been waiting on this fight for years. And it's finally happened, man. And then on top of that, this year has been a very good year for boxing, you know what I'm saying? With Plant versus Benavidez and Tank versus Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? So, and we're not even going to talk about Haney versus Loma. That didn't happen.
Oh, wow. I am disgusted. You better talk to her before I do, because I'm hurt her feelings.
So, this is going to be another fight in a year of great fights, man. I mean, boxing is coming back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully we can keep this going. But, the biggest fight right now is a Spence versus Crawford, man. This is the fight to see who's the best fighter in the world. Whoever wins this is number one pound for pound. That's facts. And, for me, I'm kind of biased. Because, I'm from Texas, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of biased for Errol. So, I feel like, and plus, I'm not really a boxing, analyst type, you know what I'm saying? I just be watching it, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother, so I'm gonna let him do the analysis, and I'll be back.
Alright, the Errol Spence and Kell Brook fight.
We saw in the workout yesterday, didn't throw many right hands. Are you not hiding anything? It's not a problem, is it?
I'm keeping the right hands, I weren't chucking the right hands because chocolate brownies, right? I don't want it to be damaged. I want to give it to Errol Spence, clean cut, just being baked. I want it just to be baked. That's why I didn't let that right hand go. I want it to be crisp, so you taste every bit of that sugar in there.
Pause! It was a close fight. I had a 96-93. Kell Brook in the early going, he was controlling the fight. He landed the bigger shots in the early going. Errol Spence was struggling to try to get inside. Pause! And bully him. But once the 7th round hit, Errol Spence was starting to be able to get in and get some work into the body.
In the fight. How do we know? Aesthetically, he looks terrific, Kell Brook. He's had the 12-14-week training camp. Is it just something that could catch up?
It could do. I mean, being up at middleweight, and when you look at the shape that Brook was in at middleweight, he wasn't fleshy.
And it led to, in the 10th round, a knockdown with a combination after he hurt Brook. And then the 11th, where he broke his eye basically, and just got more aggressive later in the fight. Kell Brook seemed to slow down and wasn't able to land his bigger shots. But Terrance Crawford, on the other hand, took a completely different approach. Kell Brook, he likes to stay on the outside, catch you coming in. So Crawford really struggled here. He struggled in the first round. Both of them had a slow start, but Kell was landing a whole bunch of jabs right to his face. Like, he was putting the left hand into Crawford's face. In the second round, Kell Brook controlled the pace with the jab again. Crawford really couldn't. He was still trying to adjust. He was really just taking a lot of jabs to the face. And then in the third round, Crawford was getting tatted up with the right hand by Kell Brook. But at the end there, Crawford started getting going. That's what he usually does. And started landing a few more jabs. And then the 4th round, Kell started off good. He started off with what he was just doing before and landed a strong jab on Crawford. But that seemed to just like, I don't know, it seemed like to like flip a switch in Crawford's head or something. And he just came out and he was in southpaw and threw this hook jab thingy. I don't really know. And it hurt Kell Brook. And then he hurt Kell again after that. And it was over. Knocked him down, and he knocked him down again. It was pretty bad. I had this fight. Kell was running all the rounds until that 4th round. Okay, the Spence and Porter fight. This fight was an exciting fight. The only fight that I was okay with sitting down there for more than like 2 to 3 hours. This fight, you see Spence doing a lot of that one where he does that jab, that combination where he does the jab and the hooks to the body. That's his signature move. He did that a lot in the fight there. And Porter, he had a different approach from the usual Porter that you see. His approach was to circle, use the jab, and when Spence least expects it, to try to turn the pace up. And the first round, Spence was the one being aggressive, coming forward, trying to bully his way towards Porter. But Porter did a little bit more work, and that's the thing with Porter. He does a lot of work, and if you're not working, he's gonna steal the round. Spence was doing a good job and countering Porter when he tried to come in, catching him with some good left hands, and it seemed like Porter was headhunting the whole fight. He couldn't really get anything going to the body. And when they hit that 10th round mark, Porter doesn't really like tire out, but his work rate wasn't as much. He was still throwing a few flurries. He was still getting a few jabs in, but Spence started to get in there, land the combination, and was able to knock him down in the 11th round with a perfectly placed hook right to the face. I don't know how Sean Porter didn't get knocked out. So I had the fight 115-112 Spence. Spence won that last round too. But there was a lot of swing rounds in there. But the Sean Porter that we saw fight Terrance Crawford was a completely different one that fought Spence. That's why it's so hard to compare them. The Sean Porter that fought Terrance Crawford was 10 times more aggressive. He wasn't circling. He wasn't trying to use the jabs. He was trying to get in and make Crawford uncomfortable by using athleticism and roughhousing tactics. He was trying to just bully his way in, land the bigger shots, have the bigger moments. And since Terrance Crawford is a late starter, Porter got the first 3 rounds. In my opinion, he got the first 3 rounds. The second round is a swing round, but Bud didn't really have any good moments until the 4th round. And then in the 4th round, Crawford was more willing to exchange in that round. He seemed to be more comfortable in trying to fight fire with fire in that round, even though his coaches didn't really want him to. His coaches wanted Bud to box. Crawford he came with the game plan to box and counter from the outside, catch. Porter coming in with some good lefts and rights. Porter, once again, just wanted to use his athleticism and basically bully his way into laying some good right hands. Crawford, once again, he wanted to box intelligently. Tried to use his jab, couldn't land that. Tried orthodox, didn't really work. Went in southpaw. Okay, we got something here. And in the 10th round, finds out he's down, and he turns up. My prediction for the fight here, I got Spence. I like how big he is, pause, and I like how he can walk forward towards anybody, no matter their skill, and break you down with his techniques. I feel like Crawford is gonna try to box. He's gonna come out boxing. If he gets hurt, he's gonna turn it up. But I got Spence for my prediction.